Trigger Delver reveal first.
Yep.
Harry Houdini MTG says, have I mentioned how much I appreciate the stream and how it's something I look forward to each week? Truly do enjoy being able to spend time with like-minded legacy people. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Hype Train Conductor Harry. Couldn't do it without you. So after a mulligan to 6, Ancient Tomb Lotus Petal. Chromox.
Imprinting a Rabble Master.
Imprinting Goblin Rabblemaster. Going to 18, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So a good start to game 1 for Gruul. There's the Goblin Shaman. Goblin Rabblemaster is imprinted. Yeah, slam the follow button, folks. That's free. Ancient Tomb, wasted. Pass the turn. Can see Stompy decks going after their mana could help. But the Goblin Shaman being able to create a treasure, Chromox, Lotus Petal, another potential land drop. Jeff might not skip a beat. Let's see.
I'll take my hand the way that it is.
All right, there's the City of Traders. Chalice on 1.
Go to combat. Swing 2. Treasure.
Goblin Shaman makes a treasure. Pass the turn.
Yeah.
Cycling Lorien revealed now. Malfi saying this could be a quick one. No initiative introduced in the game yet. Only one creature on the board currently, but Reflections of Kiki-Jiki is going to join us next turn. Chalice on 1 hurts a bit. The Sultai control decks do have stuff like Murderous Cut, Beanstalk, Murktide, you know, cards that Bowmaster, cards that cost more than 1 mana, but shutting off Brainstorm, Ponder, all that stuff does some damage. All right, here's up the Beanstalk.
Untap.
Yeah, so far it looks like Mono Red Prison. Reflections of Kiki-Jiki hitting the board now.
Go to 12. Stack, go to 17.
The ancient, the finisher.
Yep, I missed it. You're good. 10.
Okay, City of Traders dies, but it was missed, I guess, so no mana was made? I don't know.
Sure.
Finds a Taiga. Yeah, there's also Witherbloom command to get rid of the Chalice. Hype Train Conductor Harry is absolutely right.
Combat. 2. Make a treasure.
Go to 7.
Yep. 4 mana. Okay, is it Chaos Adventure?
Caves of Chaos Adventure, I think Hank said it's good, so taking the initiative now. Finds a basic mountain, passes the turn.
I'm all set. Yep, go ahead.
Looks like Hank drew a brainstorm, but there is a chalice on one on the board. Reflections of Kiki-Jiki is scary with next to Caves of Chaos Adventurer. Could speed up not just jumping through the Undercity, but putting a tremendous amount of power on the board and some exile off the top triggers as well. Hank is at 16. Running out of time quick.
If you had another days, I was gonna get so upset because I didn't play my land. I thought you had. I would have. That would have sucked.
Needs a way at least to remove Caves of Chaos right now.
I was so worried about being dead to bolt. But
Or Reflections. Reflections of Kiki-Jiki is currently summoning sick. Yeah, and Malfi also pointing out that Jeff will have the option to forge on upkeep as well to grow the Caves of Chaos Adventure to 7 power potentially, which could be a good time to fire off a removal spell, but Reflections could be activated in response. It's still... right in the room after that is the trap. It's still not looking good. So I fetch down to 15. Finds an underground sea. Murderous Cut, trigger Beanstalk. Targeting Caves of Chaos Adventurer. It's gone. Reflections of Kiki-Jiki is currently summoning 6, so no end step play is possible. Frunk Bro, thank you for the resub with Prime. 4 months. Appreciate that.
I'll keep. Go into the forge? Sure.
Go into the forge this time. Goblin Shaman, most likely. Nope. Reflections of Kiki-Jiki becomes a 4/4. Okay.
Turn.
Could be an attack for 6 here. Make a treasure. 3 mana.
Broadside Bombardier.
Ooh, Broadside Bombardier. That's pretty good.
Move to combat. Okay, so Broadside Bombardier on the stack still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Broadside Bombardier is still in the stack. Hank's thinking about this. Hank has 6 cards in hand. If there is an option to force a will, like, don't you have to force this? Attack for 6, 7, 8. Throw Reflections plus 5. I don't know. We're thinking about it.
My understanding, we can ask Judge. What's the CMC of Reflection of Kiki-Jiki? Is it still 3?
yes.
Oh, that was a quick judge call. What is the mana value of Kiki-Jiki? It's 3. He uses the front side of the card.
Still 3 and it is still red. It doesn't color indicator. There are no red pips on the back, so it will count toward devotion. In case it's a follow-up question.
Okay, copy that. Thank you.
Judge has that it doesn't count towards devotion, though.
He's got
That's kind of interesting.
5.
Not days.
You're gonna daze. I will.
Daze on the Bombardier. Sack the pedal to pay for it. It seems like Bombardier then resolves.
I'll let you move to combat.
Yeah, go play.
Attack all. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I created a treasure for the attack. And I say 7.
It's always fun playing against you.
I'll say the same when I make it to game 3.
All right, just passing the turn. Didn't sack anything to Bombardier that time. Char Twin, thank you for the gift subs. 5 gift subs just came in from Char Twin. Thank you, Char Twin. Appreciate that. Where are we on our goal right now? 327? Pretty good. Very nice.
Yep, there's also.
Wow, somebody in the background dropped their deck box. Cards probably all over the floor. Wow. Murktide Regent for Hank.
Time resolves. You can draw your card.
Draw off the Beanstalk. I believe this is a 5/5. Oh, it's a 7/7. Okay.
Trap. I'll deal you 5. Push you to 1.
Go to inside.
And you attack. Okay. Attack and kill you.
That's right.
All right, game 1 goes to Gruul.
Fuck you.
1 card on the bottom for Gruul. Hank is on the play. Mystic Sanctuary pass.
Go to 5 and try to dismount.
Let's see what's in my deck. Trigger counter.
Yeah.
I'll attempt a Chromax. Printing a Fury.
Chromox and Printing Fury. Pedal. Uh-oh. Turn 1 4 drop, chat.
I'll take 2 under 18. Alright. Hey now. Attempt to Magus of the Moon.
Magus of the Moon. That's pretty good. Taller Eric, thank you for the resub. 24 months for Taller Eric. Wow. That's a 2-year badge. A big accomplishment for Taller Eric. You did it. Yeah, turn 1 Magus is great.
I'm at 2.
On the stack.
Okay, apparently it's still in the stack. Taller Eric thanking the fans.
Sure.
Force pitching Hydroblast on Magus of the Moon. All right, so it's countered after all. Took a minute. Keith Master Flex says, I am watching on my television. 2024 is wild. Wow. Wow. How big is your television, though, Keith? Is it like... is it like a small black and white, or is it a big 4K?
Natural trigger.
Yep.
Counterbalance trigger.
Yeah, we have counterbalance, off Murktide, and then days, and it's super the trigger. Yep. Yep. Sure. I'm gonna pay for days.
Okay. And then counterbalance trigger.
Yep.
CRT.
Go.
Take 2. I'm going to attempt a Chalice on 1.
Chalice on 1 to start the turn. Just presenting more problems for Hank to solve.
Take 2 in a red. I'm going to attempt a Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
Now Fable of the Mirror Breaker, another problem for Hank to solve. Looks like it's going to resolve and make a goblin.
Double blind for this.
What does Hank need here? Meltdown?
I'm in reverse order. I almost played the Shadow first and then...
Hank doesn't have Meltdown. Pernicious Deed is a possibility.
Like, I almost played Shadow the first turn and then Bowmasters the next.
Silent Cycle.
Yeah, the glare on the phone life counter is HD for Keith Masterflex. I've had enough of these lamps. I've had enough. Somebody do something. All right, Lorien reveal did its thing. Let's see what Hank has here.
Untap.
Not much. Fable ticks up. Bowmaster with the ability on the stack. Ping Goblin Shaman.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the card in my hand.
It's like, it's more so for the bonus.
I'll take 2. Other way. I got 12. I will attempt to play Fable of the Mirror Breaker number 2.
Okay, another Fable of the Mirror Breaker will resolve. We're going to make another Goblin Shaman. Wow, has 2 Goblin Shaman tokens. That's impressive right there. Round of applause for Jeff. Just passes the turn. So Reflections of Kiki Jiki next turn. Yeah, this is the high roller table, I think. Taller Eric is absolutely right.
Now I'll say it's a good match.
Thank you, whoever decided to stand there and block the lamp. No, they're leaving. Oh.
Obviously, if I cast them in the other order, the game's completely different.
Pernicious Deed. Okay. Yeah, Pokemon is back.
Yeah.
Have we seen a Pokemon card in every game on today's stream? Feels like it.
Like, the grief was actually great.
Yeah.
Because it allowed me to catch up on cards.
Yeah. I just needed to know what was going on, really. And I didn't have the reanimate, but I was in a spot where I had a threat, and I just need to see what I need to be playing around, essentially.
Yeah, we need more Mariah Carey. Crinky Doom is absolutely right.
I think it was a street raid, so like a
Yeah, it was just a straight raid. Yeah, so it wasn't a play. Yeah, it was
easy to match.
Yeah.
Okay, Pernicious Deed is on the board. If it pops, it will do a lot of damage.
Using street raid as instant speed with a creature.
Oh yeah, that's so sweet. Yeah, that's so sweet.
Reflections of Kiki Jiki. The other Fable ticks up to 2. It doesn't look like Jeff is interested in discarding.
Kind of do the same with Lorien reveal, but
Not really.
one that
Tap for red.
really different.
Tap for red.
Oh, most definitely. And also, creatures sometimes one of the hardest types to get into your yard.
About 8.
Against like a Swords of Plowshares.
Yeah, like any control deck, like
Cast Fury.
Terminus and
2
Swords of Plowshares deck, like.
Okay, casting a Fury, and it resolves, removing the blockers. Fury would be able to survive Pernicious Deed, so that was a pretty good play.
Swing. Make 2 treasures.
It also used to be that you were playing.
The Goblin Shaman swing, make 2 treasures, pass the turn. Hank now has a Fury to worry about.
Yeah. Alright, I'll take it. It was fun.
The Fury also could be copied by Reflections of Kiki Jiki if Pernicious Deed doesn't. All right, so Pernicious Deed is going to pop. That's the first thing we're doing this turn.
It's 3 or less, or just 3? 3 or less.
So everything but the Fury survives.
Everything but the Fury is destroyed, right?
Yep, Fury will be the lone survivor. Land's not affected, but all the other stuff is gone.
Just making sure I'm cleaning up correctly, sorry. Yep. Alright. Untap.
Fury will get in for a big hit.
6.
6.
Go ahead.
So if Hank can remove this Fury, Hank can stabilize.
And also, it's an easy mulligan.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have that like borderline and it doesn't work out.
Yeah. But like part of it is so big in this matchup.
Number 6. Attempt to play Goblin Rabble Master.
Goblin Rabble Master. It's a good one. Just getting Hydro Blasted on the stack. All right, letting Fury live.
I don't have the strongest.
I can tell by like how long it took.
Shieldred's Edict. All right, so Fury gone. Hank is stabilized, folks.
Didn't even have to like agree for something.
Managed to hold off the initiative this long. Bowmaster flashed in. Wow. Shutting off these ancient tombs quickly. Here's a Beanstalk. Both players, I believe, are X1 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Hank gets that game. Ready to go. Both players kept 7. Probably bad news for Hank. Ancient Tomb, Chalice on 1. Force pitching Murktide.
There you go. Calling human.
That's a Cavern of Souls on human. Magus of the Moon. Can't be countered. All right, a Hydro Blast to remove it. Not bad. The Moon effect would have been pretty good. Mystic Sanctuary. I'm somewhat worried if I'm Hank now what the follow-up will be here. This is quite a curve so far. Chalice into Moon into... We're fetching. Going to 15. Finds a Taiga.
Days is fine. Take 5.
Red.
Case. Trigger.
Sure.
Caves of Chaos Adventurer. Can't be countered. It's a human. Looks like Jeff will take the initiative. Hank with no creatures on the board. Hydroblast opened up this play. Yeah, this was quite a curve. When Jeff kept 7, I was worried for Hank. And Chalice into Magus into Caves is pretty nasty. So digging up a basic mountain here. Can potentially forge next turn, give Caves of Chaos 7 power. The following room, of course, would be the Trap. Then draw a card, then Ultimate. It's gonna be tough. Hank is in a tough spot. Yeah, the Magus getting... if the Magus had resolved, Jeff would only have had 3 mana that turn, but it did not. So Forge resolves. Caves of Chaos is now 7 power. It looked like Hank missed a land drop, too.
Yeah,
I
maybe
think 4 wins is just in.
Combat.
Okay, has a Hydroblast to remove the Caves of Chaos. So Hank's at 19, can take a hit from the trap and survive. Another Caves of Chaos adventurer, though. Hank is going to need a few more Hydroblasts.
Say go.
So the next room for Jeff now will be draw a card. And then the following one is the ultimate. Cycling Lorien revealed now. Looks like Hank has... Does Hank have a Murktide in hand? Doesn't have enough in the graveyard yet, though.
It shouldn't matter. But most case, like, is this like an Apple case? Yeah.
A Bone Master wouldn't be too bad, but it also wouldn't be too good either. This Caves of Chaos Adventurer will remain at 5 power. We're already we're kind of if we're a Hank, we're already past the rooms that can speed up the game for Jeff, the forge and the trap, and we've survived. So there's a chance Hank could stabilize and take the initiative and run away with it.
Quickly we accept new technology.
Yeah. Well, so this technology has been around for a while. Every time you go, like,
It is always scary when they hit the ultimate, though.
that's inductive current. That's how the tag knows. That's how the signal knows the tag is going.
Hank getting a refresher on the Caves of Chaos Adventure attack ability, most likely. I'll put its text up on the screen. When it attacks, you exile the top card of your deck, and you can cast it.
Induce the back action, and that's how the alarm goes out. So, like, if you're stealing something, you can put a Faraday cage around one of the tags, so then it doesn't work. But yeah.
Okay, there's a Bowmaster. Deal 1 damage to Caves of Chaos.
Magnetism courses. Let's talk about that. Yeah.
Was it all theoretical?
All right, so potentially setting up a double block to trade with it. Potentially.
Did the same thing.
Yeah.
It seems like
It's right by your foot.
Can I read?
no, I
Album
got
Master real quick? Album Master.
they should just push it.
Drawing a card off the archives, dealing a second damage now to Caves of Chaos. This is good play by Hank.
But also, one of my professors
I will draw for turn.
was a big.
There's 2 damage on Caves of Chaos now. Oh, so then Hank doesn't need to double block. I missed that. It has 2 damage on it already, so it could just like block with the Bowmaster, let's say, and it'll die. And have a creature left over.
And they don't just talk about it like as though.
So playing a City of Traders, Fury. Ouch!
No, if I like went into detail about what my papers are, like,
No response.
you gain nothing other than maybe some perception about me.
Trigger.
Broadside Bombardiers exiled off the trigger. Already played a land this turn. Hank goes down to 9.
No lands. Nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Some of them are so good too. Like if one of any of the cards were lands,
Exile Simeon's Spirit Guide for red. Pay 2.
it was like no, it was like
Broadside Bombardier.
double stalker draws. Like
Broadside Bombardiers now. This is a lot of power on the board.
You're like installed. I like it too.
how many you play?
What does Hank need? Damnation?
It's so strong. So you're on 12 one drops, or how many doubles did you cut?
So I'm even playing an Urza's bottle. I'm playing a 5th bottle.
Okay.
Just turn them on.
Yeah.
I've seen some people do 2 Delver.
Yeah.
Yeah, the City of Traders was played that turn. They didn't play another land, though. High Trigger Dr. Harry is yelling GG's. Harry thinks this is over.
Just kind of like swapping aggressive.
Once you've lost the hype train conductors, there's no coming back.
Yeah, about the same. But like the versatility of Stalker against especially like Bowmasters is huge. Yes. Right? Like turn 1 on the draw playing a Delver sucks against Bowmaster. Comparatively to turn 1 Stalker, as long as you're descending, you're golden. Right. It lines up with Bowmaster.
What does Hank need? Is there a way? Beanstalk, okay.
Or like, it matters in Shadow because you can just get.
Both players at 9. Upheaval? Yeah. All right, Murktide, draw a card.
I would love to
It's something.
straight hit on your lethal, and then you just swing and kill.
I was like,
Akalith has lost hope.
and I got sneak attacked by Blazing Colossus.
And I got a Death 3.
All right, we're going into the Throne of the Dead 3. Let's see what we find. 7/7 Murktide. We know how powerful Murktide is, folks. We know how powerful it is. It's right up there with Time Walk. Caves of Chaos Adventurer. Search for basic. Re-entering the Undercity.
Forest, I don't remember when I think Starbucks.
Yeah, the 2024 spreadsheets have very little data. But it's no better than Bowmaster, said Roberts. All right, finding a basic forest this time with the Undercity. Caves of Chaos Adventure is an 8/6. Doesn't have haste. That City of Traders is supposed to die. Pyroblast, but that is the match, the awkward handshake fist bump, and that is the game. GG's.